So a few years back, I made a video about how I charge. I charge via a la carte, or do I charge via packages? And I kind of want to reiterate a few things because there's a few comments that are coming out, and for some reason that video is becoming very popular again. The hits are coming and people are asking questions and I'm commenting on it. So I want to kind of remind myself on why I do it while talking to you guys. And I'm just going to be very candid on a kind of a little rant right now. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. The video helps shining away, and thank you for tuning in with me. So guys, I know that my channel's been like going the unboxing, the Teslas and all that stuff, but true and foremost, I'm a photographer. I mentor and train photographers all over the world, and this is my niche. The business side of it is more of my niche on how to charge, what to charge, depending on your market and your area. And we've helped a lot of people do this. But ultimately, I've always felt that there's two ways of charging. I mean, I haven't felt that way. That's just what it is. There's an a la carte, and then there's like a package pricing, right? And I want to go through the pros and cons of both, and then you can decide on what you want to do. But before we get into it, I do want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Zenfolio. I've been with Zenfolio for about 14 years now. There's a link in my description for a 40% off coupon code for you guys. But basically, I store all my videos and images right on zenfolio.com. I can access them from all over the world. I have a website integrated, built right into it, and I can sell to my clients. They can download files. I can give coupon codes. I can send coupons out. I can do everything with Zenfolio. If you're not a photographer, simply just having it to store your photos at an unlimited pace is amazing. No storage limits at all. It's really cool. So guys, here we are. We are in 2021. I am 14 years into my career now, and I am trying to figure out how to explain to you guys what is better and what to charge. And that's the number one thing people ask me all the time is what do I charge for my photography? How do I charge? I don't know how to charge. I'm an artist. I don't know how to charge. And I totally get it, guys. But here's two ways to think about it. A package pricing is a guaranteed income. You may get less people. You may have to prove yourself a little bit more. But basically, when somebody hires you, they're done, right? They know that, hey, I'm spending $300, $400, $500, $600, $1,000 on this package. And honestly, most likely, they're never going to spend any more. Now, what a package pricing is, for you guys don't know, is basically it would include the shoot, would include a set amount of products. So say it's like an 8x10, a 5x6, a canvas, a print, an album, get you the location for a certain amount of time, and that's it, a certain amount of edits, right? Say it gets 25 edits or whatever built into that. That package pricing is done. And say you charge $500, just a flat, even $500 for that. That's cool. You book that shoot, you make $500. You book 4 of those shoots in a day, you make $2,000. The bad thing with that is typically people will not spend over what they're spending, right? They paid you the $500, that's what we got, that's our package, thank you so much, have a good day. And at times, you're gonna be finding that you're limiting your income, meaning that you're still working for the 4 shoots and you're making $2,000, but if there was an opportunity for them to buy more, would they buy more? Or if there was no cap of that $500, would they spend $800, $1,000, $2,000? One of the tricks that I give to my package pricing photographers who I mentor is I say, make it package, but also offer them something extra. So say that your package is $500 and you offer them a 25 digitals in there. Maybe offer them $10 per digital, $20 per digital on top of that. Maybe they like 5 more. Well, now you can add a little bit more to your income, okay? We'll get into that in a second. A la carte photography means that there's a session price usually, and then everything's purchased after, or no session price and everything's purchased after. This is a huge gamble, guys. This is a huge, huge gamble. Because what if you suck? What if they don't like your work? You got 4 shoots, and say that you charge them a $50, let's say $100 session fee per client, right? So you do 4 shoots, that's $400. They all hate you. You at least made $400, but you didn't make that $2,000 of guaranteed income. It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and there's like 6 to 8 people and they get to charge you that 18% gratuity, right? Believe it or not, a lot of restaurants, that's an option for the server. When I used to serve, it was always like, how do I think they're going to tip me? My gamble, right? If I put that 18% down, 99% of the time, they're just going to tip me that 18%. But if I don't, maybe they'll tip me more. And depending on how my service was, if I was like, dude, I killed that table, like I did amazingly well, they're going to pay me more. And most likely they do because I was a really good server. But this is what the gamble is. If you give the client the opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to charge you a session fee. It's going to be $100. Nothing else. There's no minimum or maximums. I'm going to send you a gallery, or I'm going to bring you to the studio. It's been a year and a half. I used to do all in studio sessions. Now it's all COVID, like home stuff, which kind of sucks. But let's say that we meet at the studio, we meet at a Starbucks, I meet at your house, or I send you an online gallery, right? 4 options. You buy what you want. Would your work be good enough for them to buy a crap ton of stuff? Now with this stuff, you're pricing everything individually. Your 4x6, 5x7, 8x10, your canvas, your album, your books, your digitals are all set at a certain price, and they just add to cart, right? I want 3 of these digitals. I want a 4x6. I want a 5x7. Could you make more than that $500? Could you sell $400 per client to make that $500 that your package pricing would make? You have to decide on the type of photography that you do if this is worth it for you. If you are a high edit, low volume photographer, meaning that you edit really well, but you don't deliver as much, I would say an a la carte might be the way to go. Because say that you charge $100 per digital and they want 4 or 5 images, well, that's $500 right there. If you are a high volume photographer, meaning that it takes you an hour to shoot, maybe 30 minutes to edit, maybe you like to do 8 shoots in one day. Maybe charging $600, $700, $1,000 per client, if you can book that, is amazing. I mean, imagine if charging $1,000 a client and you get 8 shoots booked in the summer from like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and they all paid you $1,000. That's $8,000 a day. Make that Saturday and Sunday, 16,000 times 4. I'm Asian, but like not that Asian. So that's 16,000 times 4 times 12 for the year. Oh man, is that really right? 16,000 times 4. That's $64,000 a month. What am I doing? Times 12. That's $768,000 a year. Now, realistically, you're not going to book 8 shoots a day. You shouldn't do that. That's just too much work. But even half of that, like let's say 4 shoots, that's 768. You know, that's like $375,000, and you spend your week doing whatever. But you have to tell people it's $1,000. Now, I'll say that my market, people aren't going to be paying $1,000 a shoot. In fact, the most I've paid for a shoot was about $800 for the package pricing. But you have to figure out which is best for you. Now, some of the things that I've seen online are like the older photographers, and literally older, ones that have been shooting for a long time, do not like this a la carte pricing, or do not like the package pricing. They feel like selling digitals itself are horrible. I'll tell you now, guys, I'm 37. Digitals are the way to go. People are buying digitals, printing them where you want. And my biggest tip is when you sell digitals, sell them at a price that you know you're never going to see another cent from it ever again. And it doesn't have to be huge, right? If you say you deliver a client 100 proofs on their gallery and they go through 20 of them. Well, if you charge just $30, that's $600 right there. If you charge $50, that's $1,000 right there, right? You don't have to charge a crazy amount, but these old school photographers are like, don't sell digitals at all. You're never getting anything from it. You're never getting anything from it ever again anyways. People just won't buy it. They'll mix around. Photos are cheap now. Photographers are a dime a dozen. We can shoot a lot of photos now, whereas back in the day, film was different, where it just was one time and it was one time, right? We have to change that mindset a little bit. So if you're asking yourself, am I a photographer that wants to do a la carte or digital? Hopefully I answered that question for you. Remember, a la carte, your work speaks for itself. You are amazing at what you do. You have great customer service. You produce quality photos. You're consistent at what you do. Digital photography, you're newer into it, I would say. You really do a fast or basic edit on all your photos, and you're more about delivering a mass amount of photos, and you're more about doing the faster shoot, fast edit, and hopefully they come back because maybe you have a wide spread. Maybe you're part of a church, and there's just a ton of people that want to come. And this is also kind of how mini sessions are built. Also, I don't like mini sessions. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Sorry for that rant. Hopefully that helps somebody. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.